Hey, what's up, yo? I am back. So, I am not at the spot. I'm down that little side dirt road that leads to those new spots. So, I just pulled over to the side. I'm gonna try to do this real quick. A car just drove by, so I got the crony set up here. So, I want to get some numbers. And basically, I'm just gonna fucking shoot into the side of that little dirt mound right there. I got a mag, they got Hornets in it. I got a couple more mags. And that one has the Polymags, so I figured like, I don't know, 2 or 3 shots each. We got bikers coming up behind us, but 2 or 3 shots each, and just to get some numbers. So let's just see how this goes. How's it going? So yeah, we're just gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna grab these numbers real quick, so I'm kind of out here. So once they get out of range a little bit more, then I'm just gonna let them turn that corner. So I can see about maybe not even a quarter of a mile down and about the same distance there. So I can kind of see from both directions. If I see someone coming or see a car coming, then I can reclose this thing back up. But again, the AEA HP SS, this is the 25 cal. We are full fill. I filled this with the compressor when I first got it a few months ago. So let's see. We're gonna start with the Hornets. Like I said, I gotta try to make this quick. I haven't loaded this in so long that you forget how. All right, let's see. 3,000 PSI. 714. 675. 708. I'm gonna do 2 more shots. 707. 724. And we're still showing 3,000. I'm just gonna fire the rest. 725, 735, 758. That 3,000 might have been too much. 770, I'm gonna say, yeah, it was too much. That might be the last shot. 802. 802 on that last one. And we barely just crack 3,000 PSI. So 802 was the most on that. And because I'm more focused on Hornets, I have a second mag of Hornets loaded. So and this thing is quiet. I really like this. I don't even have the silencer, not the silencer, the suppressor. I don't even remember the terms for this stuff. I don't even have the suppressor on this. Suppressor. So we're at 802 was the last. I don't know if you can see it on there. I'm not gonna take this off, but it's 802. 796. 784. 728. 747. 740, 757, 772, duplicate 772, and I think this is the last shot. 763. Nope, I got 1 shot left. 802. So, yeah, it's all over the place with these Hornets. And we haven't even broke, I don't know if you can see it, but we haven't even broke 2,500 PSI yet. So I usually only fill this to 2,500 PSI, but like I said, I got the compressor. So I just wanted to see what would happen with a full fill. These are the Polymags. I can't remember the weight. I think these are 26 grains. So, and again, we're at about 2,800 PSI. I mean, yeah, 2,800 PSI. Is that right? Yeah, 3,000. No, we're at 28. Damn, I forgot what the fuck this is. These are MPAs, which is bar. We're at like 28 bar, 280 bar, whatever that is. Damn, I forgot that this is MPA. All right, let's get this. So these are Polymags. 764, 783, duplicate 783, 774, 796, duplicate 796, 794. I think I got one shot left. 804. Oh, I got 2 shots left. 796, 804. All right. That's 30 shots so far. And we just now hit the sweet spot on this, especially for when it's semi-auto. So I got 10 more shots, and then that's it. We're gonna head out, but these are Polymags with the red tips on them. I don't know if you can see the tips. And that mag we just ran was Polymags. So now we should get real numbers now, because this, like I said, I usually only fill this. Didn't like that tip. But I usually only fill this to, doesn't like the Polymags. Try this again. Yeah, it does not like this one. Let's see. 806. Okay, there we go. 805. 808. 805. 806. 801. 799. 798, 789, I don't know. Oh, I did have one shot left and it fell out. So just so you see, it is a Polymag. So I'm just gonna stuff this back in here. Let's get this last shot. Doesn't like loading out of this one. 787 on that last one. So we just ran 40 shots from a 3,000 PSI fill. I mean, a 300 bar, 30 MPA. I keep saying 3,000 PSI. I'm getting the numbers messed up. So we're now at 23 MPA or 230 bar after 40 shots of having this fill all the way to 330 MPA, 300 bar, or 4,500 PSI. All those numbers. I'm wicked rusty. I'm not used to, calling out these numbers anymore. I've been doing the e-bike thing for the last couple months, so I'm kind of in the e-bike zone, but boom. So AEA, this HP SS is still one of my favorites. After putting the big bottle on, after, I put the lighter valve pin spring in here to get a little more power. And then when I got the compressor, I was able to fill this to the 30 bar, no, the 30 MPA, 300 bar, 45 PSI full. I was able to fill it. We got 40 shots, around that 25 MPA, the 250 bar area is where this seems to be the sweet spot. We were hitting that 800 consistently with the Polymags. The Hornets were all over the place, And I really want to run those through again because where we're in the sweet spot, I want to see how those do. So we're at, like I think I said, we're at 23 MPa. I want to see what these Hornet numbers are. And just so you see, I do have the Hornets. It's actually the only tin I brought with me. So we're gonna do another 10 shots. I was having a hard time grabbing them out of the tin. So I'm just sitting here loading this up. No one here yet. We're gonna sneak off one more mag. Again, H&N Hornets. And I'm just shooting into a dirt pile right on the other side of the car. And now that we have the numbers, I'll be able to, maybe next time I get out here, I could sight this in. And when I do the slow motion, because of my camera is, I have a cable that controls the slow motion camera, I could only be like 7 yards away at 20 something feet. So Hornets, 23 bar, 230 bar, 23 MPa. Let's see what we get. 819, 825, 816, 811, duplicate 811, 803, 802, 798, 792, 786. And I think that was it. That it was. All right. So after 50 shots, we are now down to 20 MPA. I don't know if you can see it. The glare is kind of killing it, but we're at 20 MPA now. And we were hitting that 800. I was hoping to get faster with the Hornets because of how light they are. They're only 22 grains, so I was hoping to get up to, 850. So I'm cool. I can live with the 800, 825. So I'll have to crunch up the numbers, see what we have for some foot pounds, some energy there. But yeah, I think at least we got some numbers. And like I said, I have plans for this. I want to do a little something with this, with a bunch of pellets I have. I have a bunch of different targets that I've been picking up just from, just going out to stores, Dollar Trees, and just grabbing different stuff that I want to put in front of the slow-mo camera and see if we can get some shots. So, this has been a minute since I've been out here, been able to pull a trigger. I haven't pulled the trigger on any of these air guns since shooting up the toilet. And before that, I think it was when I tried the Vectis with the regulator, which is not going well. So that's it. I'm going to try to get back out here and get some more shots in somewhere. Hopefully I can find somewhere cool where I can set up and just get the camera set up and get shooting. But we're just going to have to go from there. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to get out of here. I'm not going to push my luck down this little street no more. I think I'm going to go drop a pellet off at the kid who passed away down the road. You know what I'm saying? And just show some respect. These are his woods now. So, and like I said, I think I said before, he's from my hometown of Malden, Malden, Mass. So I'm going to go pay respects in two different ways. One, we from the same hometown. And two, these are his woods and I'm a visitor. So I'm just going to go pay respect and drop off a Hornet. And then I'm gonna head out. So yeah, again, until next time, deuces.